Hey, Monique.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Yay. You've been doing a lot of traveling lately.
I know. It's been lovely.
Some fun spots.
Yeah.
Well, the last time we were in the studio recording, we talked about physical decluttering.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I had sort of made a promise that I was going to work on physically decluttering my car. And I can report I did it.
Yay! Congratulations.
It didn't happen as quickly as I'd hoped, as in that exact day. But I followed my series of steps and eventually got it over to, the place, the car wash where they do the inside. And that just felt like $1 million. And it's like I got a new car.
You got all this stuff out and you cleaned it out.
Yeah. Felt really good. And it was just a reminder of how this decluttering series that we've been on is so powerful.
Yes.
And so today our topic is spiritual decluttering. And I would say you are an expert in this field. And so I'm excited for you to just share with our audience what even is spiritual decluttering.
Yeah.
And then to walk us through all the pieces of it and hopefully end the episode with just encouragement of how people could begin that process of something you don't even realize is there. Like the physical stuff, you can see it. But the spiritual, what hold does that have on your life?
It's not as tangible, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not like I'm driving in my clean car.
Exactly. But how you feel after the spiritual decluttering, I bet, is just like my clean car.
Yes.
So should we jump into the episode?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Heart and Soul, the podcast where we empower and inspire women to lead their best lives, harnessing the power of their hearts and souls. We are Mariah
and Monique,
your hosts and guides on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth.
In each episode, we will dive deep into topics that matter most to you, from self-love and confidence to career development, relationships, and everything in between. We believe that every woman has a unique strength and inner wisdom waiting to be unleashed.
Join us as we cover insightful heart and soul-centered topics and interview incredible women who've overcome challenges, chased their dreams, and found their true purpose. Through all of this, you will discover practical tips, strategies, and real-life stories to help you navigate life's twists and turns.
For whatever season of life you're in, this podcast is your safe space to explore, learn, grow, and possibly even laugh and cry with us. So grab your headphones, maybe your favorite drink, and we'll embark on this transformative journey together.
With heart, I'm Mariah.
And with soul, I'm Monique.
Okay, so Monique, spiritual decluttering.
What is it?
Go.
Okay. So really what it is probably not what you think it is, actually. Spiritual decluttering really is about not what you do. It's more about probably what you let go of in an effort not to become something different, but to maybe remove things that are outdated in the various ways, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, really. And this is one of the core foundations of the work that I do. So I understand it really intimately. But it really is about getting you back to your true essence and your true nature, right?
And if you think as much as you can't see it, but if you relate it to the physical decluttering, it's what is all the garbage that is in your psyche?
Yes.
In your energy?
Yes.
Trapped in your past mind?
Right.
That is holding you back?
Exactly.
And does it serve you today? Just does that garbage in my car serve me?
Right. And sometimes I feel like we have blinders on, similar to your car. You just get in and you drive and you don't even see the mess. I feel like this is definitely the case with spiritual clutter. You can't see it even, and then you have blinders on to, that's just kind of always the way it's been.
Well, and you maybe have been indoctrinated to think that it's just how it has to be.
Yeah, and what stories and versions of what we believe are maybe not even our beliefs?
Right. How many of them came from childhood, from people that were in our ear at different points of our life? And how often do you ask yourself, do I actually believe this? Have I done the work to learn this for myself? Or am I just adopting somebody else's belief system.
Exactly. I do think asking questions about why you believe what you believe and think what you think, while it might be intimidating for some people, and maybe some people don't think that deeply, I think they're really important to ask questions to evaluate why you believe what you believe. Let's say you were, like me, raised very Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And there are like guardrails for Christianity, or at least the religion I was raised in. There were a lot of guardrails. Like, you can believe this, but you can't believe this. Example, we couldn't wear jewelry. I mean, I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but I like jewelry.
Yeah.
We couldn't pierce our ears, right? Like, and so there were a lot of guardrails. And so if I just said, oh, okay, that's just part of it. For me to be this, I have to do this. I didn't examine it until I examined it. Like, why do we believe this? And there's reasons for everything, yes. But do I need to believe the reasons that are being told to me when I was a kid? And by examining deeper my own, what felt right for me, some things maybe the diet things from the religion. I was raised Seventh-day Adventist. Some of those things, they're very strict on their diet. Some of the things I still resonate for me, and some don't. But I have to examine that for myself. What is mine? What is part of my true nature? And not just out of like, well, I want to scrap all of it, right? It really is about looking at it. And maybe some of it I need to let go of. It just doesn't resonate for me anymore. So some of those beliefs that we just are raised with in our homes or our church structures or whatever it is.
And it's that decluttering to say, like you said, you don't have to throw it all out.
Right.
Again, same, relating back to the physical side. But you have to decide what you hold deeply and truly and does serve you.
Yes.
And what you can let go of. And then what can you seek?
Yes.
What are you missing that maybe would really fill your cup?
Yes. But I will say too that spiritually, I like to think about it. There's actually an emotional portion of spirituality. A lot of times what we carry and what I work with people on releasing is heavy emotions that they just have been carrying that are not theirs. Similar. Maybe they were raised one way and they were told a certain way of being, or they went through an experience and they didn't have the ability to process it, and it's heavy for them.
Yeah.
They might feel stuck.
Yeah.
They might feel like they don't know where to go, they don't know where to turn, and some of that can just be they didn't have the emotional capacity to process things that came up. So that can really affect also their spiritual growth and expansion as well, because they've got kind of so much weight in there.
Yeah. The stuckness. That stuckness is a cluttering, right?
Yeah, it's the same like with your car.
Yeah, we're just stuck in the clutter. And what are the little ways that we can extract ourselves and let go and realign? Yes. What is serving us?
Right.
And how often, where in life do you get taught this, right? You don't learn this in school. Right? You don't necessarily learn this from your parents. Where do you learn to take stock and address the clutter in your life? You really don't. So then you have to look to resources and TV shows and coaches and therapists and books. And we're all seeking this. So that's why I think it really resonated for us as a topic.
Yes.
How much of our life is filled with clutter?
Yes.
Across the board.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of the ways that people can spiritually
declutter. Yeah. And, I do help people by helping them with their energy. So people can come see me. I'm an energy worker, and I help remove things from them that energetically, right?
Yeah.
For me, one of my core, but you can't see somebody like me every day, right? And it's a practice, your car's going to just declutter again or clutter up again.
Yeah.
If you don't have a maintenance plan.
Yeah.
I grab the trash after I get out of the car, every time I get out of the car, and I throw it away. Otherwise, if I don't, it starts to build again.
your energy isn't one and done either, right?
Absolutely
in the
not.
same way. Like
Right.
it is, you bring everything in and then let everything go, and you need to do that on a regular basis.
Exactly. So when I help and assist people working with their energy, it's like a big clearing, right? But there's maintenance things you can do. And for me, the biggest maintenance thing that I can do or that I do in my life is really just listen. Like the meditation is really the gift of the listening, right?
Yeah.
It's clearing the mental clutter by just observing and watching the thoughts and watching what's coming up and not like chasing them, not identifying with them, letting them be. So then eventually my true nature comes through and wisdom. So much wisdom can come through when I remove that chitta, we call it.
The chitta.
The chatter. Mm-hmm.
It's, for me, very much journaling.
Yes.
It's a combination of like some quiet and then just writing. Just writing it down, dumping it out on the page. And that's the same like in whether it's making lists or getting it out of here and here, my heart and my head onto paper. Then I can see a pattern.
Yes.
Or I can see an inspiration of like what to do first.
Yeah.
So whether it's seeing you for some energy healing, or, you know, for some people, maybe it is a church practice. Absolutely.
Yes.
Maybe it's that Sunday morning.
Whatever brings you comfort.
In you know, worship with others. Like that is a very common and very healing situation. Or maybe it's praying at a shrine within your home.
I was just thinking that because they can just, prayer is really about asking for what you need. And maybe that just like, it's that dump, right? Like I need this, I need help
saying
with this.
it out loud.
Yes, whatever it is.
Maybe for you, it's like rest.
Yes.
Like just actual physical rest.
Yes.
It can be, I think, spiritual.
Yes, agreed 100%. It doesn't have to look like what you think it has to look like. Sitting in the lotus position or on your knees, you know, either chanting or praying.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to
You
be
don't have to go to
in
yoga,
the woods.
walking in nature. Anything in nature can be this spiritual cleanse. Absolutely. Just feeling your feet in the grass.
Yeah.
Is so powerful. Groundedness.
Yeah. So a lot of times what I will end up asking clients, you know, I think really powerful questions are super helpful. Like if people are struggling, and a lot of times like that, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do. What is in the way of where you want to be? Right? Like, okay, you're stuck. You don't know what to do. You must know that you want to be somewhere other than where you're at, right? Because you're feeling like you're not moving forward. Stuck. So what is it, if you think and just sit for a moment, what is it that's in the way of that, right? Is it, some people can't label it, but then we just start talking through what is it? So it's a really powerful question you can ask yourself. But I think even then, some people have a hard time accessing like that level. So I always invite people to do a little practice where they slow down. So I'd like to just like walk us through that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and you can do this, Mariah, or our listeners. It's really about taking a moment and just taking a breath. Right?
Oh, it's always a benefit to take a breath.
Absolutely.
Breath.
Just be where you are. I love that you even yawned. That's actually a letting go practice.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is. It's regulating the nervous system.
Ooh, I felt in my whole body.
Yeah. Hi, friends. Have you ever felt like your heart just couldn't take one more break? Like no matter how strong you are, this time it's harder to find your way back to hope. So I created Heartbreak to Hope for women who are ready to heal. Not by pretending that they're okay, but by learning how to truly process, release, and rise. In this course, I'm going to walk with you step by step as you reconnect to yourself. You rebuild your confidence and remember that your story does not end in heartbreak. It begins in healing. If your soul is whispering that it's time, visit my website, MoniqueForcier.com, and join us inside Heartbreak to Hope, where healing becomes your new beginning.
Hi, friends. It's Mariah. And while you know me on the Heart and Soul podcast as a serial entrepreneur, you might also know that my latest venture is Josephine's Bridal in downtown Duluth. And let me tell you, I'm loving working there. I've just become obsessed with my weekend styling brides and helping them feel like just their most beautiful selves going into their wedding day. But I wanted to come and tell you today about something very exciting that we have just added to the Josephine's collection, something that I am thrilled to have been able to do within the first year. It's dresses for moms and grandmas and just generally women who want to feel beautiful in a gown. And so if you find yourself in the Duluth area or really anywhere in this region and you want to find a gorgeous gown and have me help you, make an appointment online at josephinesbridal.com. And if you have someone in your life that's getting married and they need a wedding dress, bring them along too. We have a gorgeous selection of designer gowns, great prices, and let me tell you, our experience is unmatched. What I know for sure is while I don't have 100% of my customers' gowns, I couldn't possibly. I can guarantee 100% of the time they're going to have a great experience. So I hope to see you at Josephine's Bridal for all of your formal wear needs.
Now notice in yourself what feels heavy. It could be a physical sensation. It can be an emotional sensation. It can just feel off and not quite right.
My eyelids feel heavy because I'm
You're actually physically tired.
Yes, it's been a season of
busy.
Although getting, I would say, okay sleep.
Yeah.
It's like the mental rest that I'm missing.
Oh, yeah. The turning the brain off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the chitta.
The chitta is chattering in my head.
So what is it that feels heavy and you noticed? Is it mine to carry?
Ooh, that is a hard question, Monique. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, I think right now it feels like it is.
But is it yours to carry all the time?
Probably not.
Did you set it down for a little bit?
Yeah.
What's the fear of not setting it down, right? Like this is the series of questions.
I love the questioning.
Yeah.
This is actually so good. Like just even I hope anyone listening sees how the minute you asked me that question, I had to be like, pause.
Yes.
Wow. What did that make me think of? What was all of the
tapes,
scenes playing out in my head, the tapes that were playing about like, well, of course I have to carry it. If I'm not going to carry it, who's going to carry it?
Right.
And then just be like, or cancel everything, clear the calendar and go meditate for 2 hours.
Right.
What's the worst that would happen?
I mean, or write it down and don't carry it.
Take the 10 minutes to dump
write it
out
down
of my head and write it down.
Right.
Or
dictate to
I tend
who?
to be an extreme person. So like
We all are.
I go from something's broken to like, well, then we just have to get rid of it completely, like altogether, right? Or like,
it's unfixable.
I need time and space in my calendar, so then I just need a full day completely empty.
Oh, sure.
When I probably could get that same level of recharge from 15 minutes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I have to be able to carve out 15 minutes, right? What am I messing around on my phone or what else am I doing? But I'm sure other people relate to that. The
Absolutely.
extremism of like, well, I need a week off. It's like, I can't, that's not realistic, but how could I program that into every day? What is my daily spiritual decluttering and when can that happen and how can, because I think I would benefit a lot from that.
Something my partner recently brought to my attention that I guess I didn't really think about is that he's with clutter in general. I don't live in a lot of clutter.
No, you really
and
don't.
He's like, we were cleaning, he's going to have surgery soon. So we were like clearing out space. And he's like, you're just really good at like always picking up. And I was like, oh, maintenance is just part of my life.
Oh, you're so good at that stuff. And you have like a daily practice. Like you get up early and you run your program and like, I don't relate, but I wish that I could.
Well, I do think that there is a little bit of a key though, because like I live a decluttered life because I am constantly uncluttering. I live a decluttered life spiritually because I'm constantly, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, please people.
No, but this is like where you are exemplary.
Right.
It's
just a practice. And this is not something, I am not the best at consistency. I will I'm completely honest. Like, I'll be like, yes, I'm going to do the thing. And I'll do it for like 6 months. And maybe that's a long, consistent time. For me, like, I think years would be helpful. But I do think like that is one thing that I excel at that I didn't know I excelled at versus everyone else.
He pointed that out in a way that you could then see it.
Yeah. So I think for this pausing, right? Like, where do I feel heavy? Yeah. Is this actually mine to carry?
Yeah.
No, it's not mine to carry anymore. Or maybe this is, to your point, mine to carry, but maybe I can set it down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who can I enlist to help me carry some?
Literally just this morning, I sent an SOS text to my team that was like, good. I don't usually ask for help, but like, I have these 2 things, and if I don't get them off my plate,
they're going to eat me alive.
They're eating me alive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just sending the text, right? Just the asking for help was in itself, I was like, oh, I could probably get those done myself, right? But
oh, for sure.
But it's the asking for help is so hard. Yeah.
My partner totally could have cleaned out his apartment and his storage space on his own. Him and I doing it together, I'm like, here we go. And it's not like I'm a taskmaster. It's just like, I just do it until it's done. It's really not a big deal for me. And I'm not attached to it.
Right.
So asking for help from somebody who's not attached, for them, it's just like, I can solve your problems. Yes, I'd love to help solve your problems. And I don't care I don't care, like, when I touch the thing, pick the thing up, what happens? You know?
I think that with the spiritual decluttering is where having that spiritual advisor comes in, right? Whether that is your pastor, your priest, maybe a healer that you're working with, maybe you haven't somebody energetically, even in massage, I feel like, that is a physical,
they're energy workers,
an energetical, energetic
spiritual
clearing.
Coaches like me, if you need the emotional, mental kind of decluttering.
Because what you shared there was that having a buddy really helps, right? I feel like you're one of my spiritual buddies, right? Because even just when we're together, we're always like checking in with each other. Like, how are you? But like, actually, how are you?
Yeah, we want to go deeper.
Yeah, we just don't, we don't live at the surface level. No. And our friendship allows that.
Yes.
But I like that I've recently been in this streak of meeting strangers, and the next thing I know, we're like, we have dropped from friends? We just met to like, I'm like deep in their situation. But because I thrive in that. I think that's where I feel of service, right? But on the spiritual side, it doesn't have to be alone. And I do think that's like a concept I've gotten stuck in, is that I don't participate in a like a regular worship. I don't necessarily align with an organized faith.
This is why I have a job. There's so many people who don't.
Yeah. And I'm comfortable with that. I feel I've done the work to like identify, while I believe in, there's a universal higher power, it doesn't necessarily plot me with another group of people that have like the same worship or beliefs.
Right.
So then it becomes, okay, well, how do you do that by yourself? Well, you do need to find the other people that share some of this beliefs and rituals and just enjoy holding space, which again, I find in you. And so what happens when you're seeking that and you're just like, not quite, like it's not it, right?
Yeah.
And when it is it feels
so fulfilling.
So uncluttered.
Yeah. And it feels fulfilling. It's like life-giving.
In the flow.
Yeah. I mean, this is one reason I recently, when you're part of this group, the book group that I started on wealth consciousness, but it's more than that. We get to talk about all these spiritual things. And like, I'm really all about trying to create containers of just really curated topics around.
Those conversations, they bring up so much, and then you don't feel so alone.
Yes. In
like, oh, it's not just me. I actually listen to a lot of podcasts that I feel like help me spiritually declutter. So that's a great resource out there, because the hearing people talk about it feels like you're in conversation with them.
Yeah, and you learn from other people, right? Learn from like them going through their process and like, oh, that aligns. I want to try that process, right?
Yeah. I do find that probably the daily way that I relate to others or access that like spiritual decluttering is through listening. Whether it's a book that I'm listening to or a podcast that I'm listening to, and then it gives me that ask me the hard questions like you just did, right? And then I can have that little bit of like, okay, yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, I want to go with what's next with that. So it's about taking that pause, noticing where you're sensing the heaviness, either in the body, in the soul, in the mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people have a really heavy mind. And I think people who will understand who have heavy minds, right? And then saying, is this mine to carry?
Yeah.
And then challenging yourself. And if you could do this every day, my God, you would spiritually declutter. What's one thing I can let go of today, right? What's causing me? What's that one thing that maybe I've adopted that I don't need to carry anymore?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's a mental pattern. Maybe it's energetic. Maybe I'm just like holding space for something. Maybe I'm like angry at someone. Maybe I have resentment. Maybe it's emotional. Can I let go of that? And honestly, I never thought that you could just be like, yeah, I'm letting go of that. I thought you had to work really hard.
Yeah.
But actually you can just be like, I release that.
It's gone.
I release it.
Done.
It no longer serves me.
Yeah.
Now, will it come back to your sphere? Yes. But when you make a decision and a choice, you can literally like change the trajectory of your future.
Oh, it's so interesting how easy and simple
yet hard
it is, and how we as humans overcomplicate the hell out of it.
Yes. Oh my God.
I just thinking like how recently I've been in my, like the narrative in my head is like, you know what you need to do. I keep hearing that.
Interesting.
I keep hearing that all the time. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. And why do I resist that?
Well, because change isn't always easy, right?
Yeah. And it's not even change. It's just like.
Is it letting go that you're?
No.
Okay.
I need more creativity. And I need like maybe more of something that is like physically like a hand task, right? Like
like a knitting.
Pick up knitting, pick up
something.
the cross stitch. I get Instagram nonstop about embroidery right now. Instagram knows what I need to do.
I know the algorithms are.
It knows me spiritually.
Yeah.
And like, but that narrative will play for weeks and weeks, and I'm like, just go fucking pick it up.
Yeah.
I literally,
do the thing.
like, remember 5 years ago when you were into this? Like, you've got that stashed in the house somewhere. Like, go drag that out and like just sit and freaking do it.
Yeah.
Alas, I did listen earlier this year. I was getting kind of the drop in of like, you need to be reading. You need a reading practice. Like you need, and I did start that. And I listened. Somehow I hustled through, or I dug through like whatever was in the way, and I started reading, and that has brought me so much joy.
Yeah.
It's brought me so much joy. I love it. I'll even find myself going to bed at night and reading, which I hadn't done in a long time.
Yeah. It's such a great practice in the evening.
It is lovely.
Yeah, it really is.
I've got stacks of books that I'm excited about, and I feel like I've brought that back, but now I'm getting in the narrative in my head of like, you need to do something with your hands.
Yeah.
You need to. And at different times, that has been like part of my everyday. My work was more with my hands, and right now it just isn't. So
you're being asked to do that.
To do.
Yeah. Interesting. So I would ask yourself then, what is in the way of me not doing the thing?
Yeah.
Right. And maybe it just is time. Is that in the real world, that is a thing. So then I
need to make time.
Prioritize yourself.
And I'm the one who says you can make time for anything that you love.
And maybe you could do both. You could listen to a book and do the thing, right? Since you like that. You know, remember that like this is not about overhauling our lives, right?
No.
This is not about like, I mean, and you can do it. You can go, and I've hosted retreats that are all about transformation, right? Like you can go to a retreat, you can change, you can alter yourself. But at the end of the day, this is not what this is about. I really just want to make this real for people. It's more about letting go of what isn't yours anymore. And maybe it never was yours, but you carried it, right? And the more that you declutter spiritually, the more clearly you can hear yourself and your thoughts. That's really what it's all about.
And how to continue to feed yourself spiritually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And for me, it's really about, as I've gotten older, I feel like I know a lot. I need to remove what's not mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I know everything, but I know enough now to really like, I need to just, I must be in a season where I'm like taking the layers of the onion off.
You don't have room for all of it anymore.
No.
You don't need to.
No, I feel like we're the accumulation society.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
I mean, and
of everything.
Yes.
Information overload, stuff overload.
That's why we wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Physically the clutter, emotionally the clutter, spiritually the clutter, right?
Yeah.
And we just need to get back to our core essence of who we are.
Yep.
I feel like that will
Simplify.
make us happier as a people.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes.
And if you've been through times of that, like deep transformation or,
Yes.
Loss, like, I've been through times in my life where in natural disaster, like just lost everything, you know? So, but also there are some of the best memories from that. And like just realizing if you're with your family, if you're with, who your people are your home, you don't need all that stuff. It's not always going to fill your soul, make you laugh.
Yeah.
Like the more you can get back to that simplification.
Yes.
And decluttering on every level, like, is worth it.
Yes.
But on a daily basis, like, you don't have to go through a tragedy.
Right.
Right? What could you do?
It doesn't have to be an overhaul.
Today,
right.
And how the way that makes you feel will just continue to grow that as a practice. Like,
yes, I feel like we are constantly being prepared and we are constantly in cycles, right?
Yeah.
Cycles of birth and death, accumulating and letting go, growing and letting go, We're getting prepared for the ultimate gift of letting go. But I feel like the more comfortable we can get with letting go, the easier that will be for us to really evolve and grow and change, right? We can't keep hanging on and dragging the third grader who got bullied. I mean,
no,
third grader who got
tell
bullied.
her she's okay.
Right. You gotta like tell her
okay.
she's okay, heal her, integrate her, and let go of the story that went along with that, that's no longer serving you, so that you can then evolve and grow. You have to let go of some things, right? And I just think that when I was seeing it, when you were talking, it's really about, we talk about closing the loop.
Cycle. It's always closing the loop.
It's always a circle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You start a thing, you're born like, yes, I'm new, I'm fresh. But then you need to shed something.
Yep.
It's all the same. I was telling a friend, I feel like the portal that people are born into is the same portal that people die into, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same sort of thing.
How could it not be, right?
Right.
Like the mystery of it.
Yes.
If you really like stop and think, you're just like, something there. Yeah.
And there really is a lot to letting go. Like, I'm so glad we did this little series on decluttering and letting go.
I am too.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of food for thought on all the different ways of decluttering and seasons of letting go. Feel like there's always something new, whether it's expected or unexpected. Maybe it's becoming an empty nester, which I spent my entire time as a parent like preparing for, and then just really have flourished in the letting go.
Right.
And then there's going to be the unexpected, the deaths, whether they're coming or they're tragic.
In mine, it's been heartbreaks,
Heartbreaks, love, right?
The cycles need to end so that you can begin anew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every day, every moment of every day is a chance to start again.
Yes.
Begin again. Choose again.
Choose again.
Choose again.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So tonight, I'm going to choose again to hopefully pick up something to do with my hands or pick up a book.
Yeah, let's run through that one more time.
Because I really need that right now.
So pause, breathe, arrive where you are at. Mm-hmm. Ask yourself, where do I feel heavy in my body or in my soul, spirit, mind? And then what's one thing that I can just like let go of as a result of that? What can I shift? Is it mine to carry? Mm-hmm. And then what's one thing every day I can let go of? Is this mine to carry? What's in the way of me being where I want to be? And then what can I let go of?
I'm working on it.
Here, I can see the tape playing. Like, oh boy, I got some stuff I got to do.
Anyone's watching on YouTube, they can just see my mind like.
I feel like this is like a car moment where you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to go and do something.
Yeah. But I'm sure glad that I did because it felt so
I know.
good.
It feels so good to be in a nice clean car.
It does. Now moving on to the papers in my office, I can admit that's still sitting there, but like it's coming little by little. It's a work in progress.
All things are.
So, well, this has been a great episode, Monique. I am so lucky to have you in my life and have my like constant spiritual advisor as one of my besties. Like, gosh. And so I hope that just having Monique in your life because you're listening to this podcast feels like you have a little bit of a spiritual advisor in your ear. But people, if they're local in our area, they can come see you.
Oh, for sure.
And I remember the first time I did a chakra balancing and energy healing, I was like, oh, wow. I went in being like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And like, it's real. It's beautiful.
Aww.
I need to do it. I need an update on my energy. But
energy 2.0.
I really recommend seeking out
sweet.
somebody that can help you in that area.
Absolutely. There's more than just me.
You don't have to do this alone. And same with any kind of decluttering. You don't have to do it alone.
No, and ask
We're
for
all
help.
in it together.
Yes.
So ask for help. Find accountability buddy. We can be here for you too.
Yes.
Comment and let us know what you think. If you need help, you can find us anywhere, on our podcast and our show notes. Happy to entertain this topic because everybody needs a buddy. And
it's a
listen,
lifelong
I'll go
thing.
deep.
Yeah,
because even if I've never met you, we'll drop in right out of the gate. So that's
and decluttering
clear.
is a lifelong process.
Yep.
Maintenance, baby.
Start today.
Maintenance. Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, as always, feel free to leave us a comment, drop us a 5-star review, just subscribe to the podcast, all the things to help us continue on our journey of bringing our hearts and souls to you in this way. So thank you. Cheers, friends. You've just finished another episode of the Heart and Soul Podcast. We hope that you've enjoyed the show, and if you've loved it, we would love if you'd leave us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening. You can find links to leave that review in the show notes, where you'll also find other resources that we reference on our show. And if you think a friend could find value in today's episode or any future episodes, please share this episode with them on social media. This is one of the only ways the podcast can organically grow, and we just can't wait to connect with you and all of your besties. You can also find Monique and I on our many social media platforms or our websites, and we're going to leave links to those in the show notes as well. Thank you for listening. We look forward to sharing our hearts and souls with you again next time. With Heart, I'm Mariah.
And with Soul, I'm Monique.